Welcome to Smart Conserver.
You know the ecosystem that I created, right? Well, now that it's summer, it needed some renovation. Now, when I say renovation, I meant rearranging and moving and even replanting stuff. Now, this renovation, it's actually called gardening. At times, this renovation will be raking dead leaves, turning over the earth or soil, cutting plants as they grow excessively. Now, some persons love this as they claim that it's calming and the final outcome is actually a pleasure to look at. There are a lot to be seen when doing this renovating work. For me, I saw how the animal or insect food chain worked in my garden. When raking the dead leaves out of my planters or on the ground, at times small frogs can be seen jumping out. Well, these small frogs are food for the lizards. Right in front of my very eyes, I saw a lizard just grab one of these small frogs, and that was dinner. Another thing that I realized while raking, I saw slug. You know, there's a slug that is in my garden that I've been looking for, only to find that slug on a a small styrofoam plate that I had a planter on. But I think I showed you on the video. Yes, I showed you on the video. But you know that when I put down back that styrofoam to throw it away, you know that that slug was gone. I never know that they walk so fast. Anyway, now for the dead leaves, you could really keep the dead leaves which was collected in the planters, as it would really help to keep the plant root cool, and it would also mean less watering. But I removed mine as the trees will always produce more. And in fact, I think I like it when my leaves are crushed and placed in the planters, as it would mean mulch from my plants. I removed those in the planters as well because the tree production is what caused me to even start the renovation earlier than expected. This is what caused me to have this work to do today, the one that I'm vlogging about. When renovating the garden, we must consider some things like the time of the year, that is very important, or in other words, the season that is there at the current time, the location of the current plants that you have, where to plant new plants, and how useful that renovation will be. Let's look at these things that I'm telling you about to consider. Let's look at them in part. So, the time of the year or the season, it is especially useful. Now we have summer, and some plants during summer, they wilt easily due to the lack of water. I find that happening to my okras and my lemon plant. The plants that are there, especially in pots or bucket, need more water during the summer months. So what I have been doing is deep watering the plants to prevent the soil from drying out too quickly. And as a matter of fact, I have repotted the okra that I had. I had repotted it to a big bucket, and repotting it, I realized that I can get more water in it. As a matter of fact, it would appear as if it was root bound one at a time when I took it out of the flower pot. But I repotted it and it's fine. Now, I realized that deep water in my plants, it has been helping, and As a matter of fact, this is something that I do every summer. I tend to deep water them so that it assists me in not watering so often. The time of the year, it will and it should determine what you really do with your plants. So you need to look at that as well, because if you have a plant in spring, it will be treated differently when the summer months come around. Now, the next thing that I especially look at are the locations of my current plants. Now, some of my plants, they can't manage direct sunlight, and with every season, the angle at which the sun reaches my plant, it will vary. So for the plants that want direct sunlight, I have to move them to that area. When the sun changes, I have to move my plants around, and this is one of the reasons why I'm happy that I plant mostly in planters. It makes it easier to move the plants around. Another way that I renovate my ecosystem is to now decide where to place some of these plants. When spring was in, I had a French thyme, and I can tell you, there was sprout all over the place, and you could see tall growth of French thyme all over. I made use of this during this time, and I replanted these directly in the earth. That's the pieces that I caught. It looked well, especially in the areas where nothing was planted before. I have those areas, even though I like planting in planters, I have areas in the soil where I can plant things, but I tend not to really plant in it. But I did so for some areas this trip. I will see how the summer treat these. Now, with summer as well comes the harvest of the fruits and whatever it is that my little ecosystem has. Just this one day alone, I got ackes, I reaped my pineapple, and even a mango I got. Mangoes are on the tree, but they are not as much as during the spring months. Now, all of that I harvested after raking the dead leaves, after turning over the soil, after replanting, and even deep watering the area. One of the things that I enjoy about renewing my ecosystem is adding whimsy. Now, adding whimsy to my garden means I need to add color and even lights, as adding that whimsy with the color, it makes my ecosystem look vibrant, and it stand out even in the nights. When choosing, I think I look for things with color to stand out amongst the green plants. Now, the final part of it is, what did I say? Yes, I said how useful that renovation will be. Now, for me, renovation for my ecosystem, it's partly done, as I have more whimsical items to add to it, especially to the other side. Now, here is how useful it is to me. I get an area to relax, especially now that it's summer. Now, overall, the area is really relaxation ready, and it only needs the chairs to come out, or the hammock as well to come out, and then this is it. I can sleep for the entire summer right there. It will be so cool, and I will not be bothered by any mangoes dropping, nothing at all. It will be relaxing. So you can create this own little ecosystem for yourself and add whimsy as well. You'll gain the benefit of it. I think I told you, especially during the summer period, the benefit of it, especially for the house, because the room that faces that ecosystem, man, it's cool as well. But sometimes you just want to go out into the fresh air, so you can go around there and just relax. I'll tell you more if there's anything else I add to it, but overall, I must say you can renovate your little garden area, especially during the summer. And if you have plants in pots, they'll need that renovation.
You have come to the end of another series. Join us next time for more ways to conserve.